the Talmud, there's a wonderful debate between Hillel and Shammai about how are we supposed to light those candles. Should we start, as Hillel says, lighting 1, on the second night, light 2, on the third night, light 3, until we get all the way up to 8? Or should we do what Shammai said, which is on the first day, light 8 of them, on the second day, light 7, on the third day, light 6, so that each day you're reducing instead of adding? And we do actually, I don't think it's a surprise to anyone that we go with Hillel and we light the way Hillel said, because Hillel said that you increase in holiness, you don't decrease in holiness. But I want to take a look for a moment at Shammai's argument, because his argument's a really good one. What he says is, if we're modeling Hanukkah on Sukkot, then let's take a look at Sukkot and how the sacrifices were brought at Sukkot. Sukkot is the time when sacrifices were brought for all the nations. So 70 sacrifices were brought. On the first day, you sacrificed most of them, the largest number. The second day, a little less. The third day, a little less. The fourth day, a little less. So what Shammai is saying is, if we're really modeling this on Sukkot, then let's model it on Sukkot. If the Maccabees walked in with lulav and etrog saying, we're going to celebrate Sukkot anyway, then let's really celebrate it, and let's make the candles symbolic of those sacrifices. So on the first day, we would light all of them. On the second day, a little less. On the third day, a little less. So forth. He's not saying let's reduce our holiness. He's saying let's model it on Sukkot. So really, when we look at Hillel and Shammai, they're both making excellent arguments. We couldn't sit there and say, you're more correct in your argument. They're both excellent arguments, but they're both facing different directions. Shammai is looking backwards at what the Maccabees did, and he's saying, let's now do what they did. And that means his head is turned backward, looking at history. Hillel is looking forward. He's saying, let's actually forge a new way that elevates holiness, where what we do, we start with one step and then we move forward to the second, to the third, to the fourth. His head is facing forward to the future. And when we now question, what is the way we want to shape our holidays? Do we want to shape them looking backward at history, so Judaism is all about the history of what used to happen? Or do we want to shape it with our head facing forward, saying Judaism is about tomorrow and what we're going to be able to accomplish and do as we grow? And in that argument, Hillel wins. That we do not sit in Judaism with our head turned backwards, as Shammai said, although it's an argument that can be made, but then we're forever reliving our history. And we're not forging a future. Hillel was arguing for forging our future, and that's the argument that wins.